Stop applying for jobs. Hello, black women. Hello, friends. Stop applying for jobs. It's time for you to take the skill set that you have and grow your business and stop applying for jobs where there is a ceiling on your income. Instead, grow your business where there is no ceiling. Hi, my name is Stephanie Perry. I'm a year-round house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School. I help black women take a sabbatical or move abroad on a budget. If that sounds good to you, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. Welcome. All right, so House Sitter School is doing well. My business is going strong, and it's time for me to hire someone. I've been going over applications for like the past week, and I've seen some common threads among these applicants, and I had to turn on my camera and go live. If you've applied for the job already and you haven't gotten a reply from me yet, it's because I'm still going through them one by one and personally replying to each application. But like there's a common thread. There's been a common thread among the applicants and among the women that I've interviewed already that I needed to address here. Okay, another side note, if you have not already applied and you're like, I didn't know you were hiring, done, right? So this stage of the hiring process is finished, and I'm not taking any more applications. Thank you. Okay, so let's get into it. There has been a very common thread among the women who have applied to work with me or for me, and I want to address that right now. That common thread is that you already have a business that is viable, that you could spend some time and effort into growing if you did not have a job or if you did not keep applying for jobs and looking for the next job. Your business, I think, is a viable, profitable idea that you haven't spent enough time and focused energy and attention in and invested into enough to be able to see that for yourself. But my first two interviews ended up with me not interviewing the person anymore. Literally, my first two interviews ended with me stopping the interview and saying, you don't need a job. You need a business coach. Okay? So I don't want to have to repeat this over and over. So I'm going to do it one time here, and then we're going to just move on. So after I stopped these interviews, I did some Googles, and I saw that black women are the fastest growing group of self-employed people, right? Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. I think that the problem is that we're also holding on to jobs and not able to focus. Okay, one of the problems, and not able to focus into growing our business. We are the fastest and most likely to start a side business, but we're not making money from these side businesses. Part of that is just racism, right? Part of that is just black women make less compared to their white counterparts in general, in a job, in a business, in fundraising, in startup cost raising, all of that, right? So some of that is, I'm not addressing any of that today. All I'm addressing is the idea that your business is not viable and that your business is a nice idea, but it's not going to be able to support you. I hope by the time this video is over, you will know that that's not the case, because I've already introduced myself. I am Stephanie Perry. I am a year-round house sitter and the creator of House Sitter School, and I am hiring an employee, my first employee. Right? This is a viable business that some people would be like, that doesn't make sense. Keep your day job. I don't have a day job. And things are working out. So let's talk about you and some questions you need to ask yourself. If you have a side business or some kind of what else would you call it? A side hustle, if you have a business that you've started, but you're still working at a day job, and you don't think this business is a business that's going to take you into the future, okay? Here are some questions. I've got 6 questions you need to ask yourself. Number 1, are you just addicted to being busy? Okay? If you have a side business, something, coaching, consulting, event planning, event decorating, baking, right? Cooking, sewing, hair doing. If you have a business, but you're still looking for a job to support you. Is this because you're just used to being busy? Is this just because you're looking for ways to eat up your day, eat up your week, and you feel like your job, what you're calling a side job, doesn't take up enough of your time. Like seriously, some of these applicants, I feel like you just applied to work with me because you want to be busy. You have 4 hours free per week or whatever it is, and you just want to be busy. Do you really want a new job, a job in general, or do you just need to be busy? Hello from the other side. Hello from the team do as little as possible. It's okay to have free time in your life. All right? It's okay to have free time when you're an adult and in your prime years. It's okay to be in your 40s and 50s and 60s and have free time. I recommend it, okay? If you're just looking for work because you have free time, take that off the list. Take work off the list. There's so many other things you could be doing. Question number 2, you need to ask yourself if you're focusing on a job instead of your business. Question number 2, is this because you think your business idea is not a money maker? You need to just pull out a calculator and do the math. Is it possible that you could get enough clients or enough customers that this business could fully support you, either here or abroad? If your dream is to move abroad, pull out the calculator and pull out the Work From Anywhere toolkit, which you can get at exodushomecoming.com/toolkit. Pull out your Work From Anywhere toolkit, pull out the cost of living calculators that are listed in the toolkit. Find out how much you need to live where you want to live and calculate how much you can make from your clients or customers. So part number 1 is how much money do you need to make from your business for it to fully support you? And then number 2, part 2, how many clients do you need in order for that to work for you? And are you able to serve that many clients? Probably you're going to end up increasing your rates anyway. That's another common thread that I've had. Seems to me that the younger women, I talked to one woman in her 20s, seems to me younger women are more adept at charging prices, right? They seem to understand that the price is not related to how much work I'm doing. It's related to how much value you're getting, right? What is the transformation that I'm giving you? That's how I'm going to charge. Younger women seem to have a better grasp on that than women my age and older. Okay, so you need to figure this out. Your business may be perfectly viable, okay? And then you just need to look at some other people who are supporting themselves doing things that surprise you. In Exodus Homecoming 2021, our virtual summit, we talked to Danny, who was a phone sex operator. Find some business owners on the internet. Find some business owners on the internet who are making money doing things that seem to you like it would be impossible, right? Find some business owners, find some house sitter school creators, find some some candle makers, find some women online who are sharing their income info, and train yourself, right? Train your brain to rethink business earning potential. I've been sharing my Google AdSense revenue from YouTube. Google AdSense is how you get paid when there are ads on your YouTube videos, and YouTube gives you a cut of that. That's paid through Google AdSense. So I've been sharing that information. This is the beginning of October, and I've already made $30-something thousand from Google AdSense alone, right? Again, my channel is about house sitting and taking a sabbatical. That's not to include the money that I've made from House Sitter School and from one-on-one calls and from co-hosting a virtual summit and all the other things, right? So keep in mind that the thing that you think is not a viable business could very well be a viable business. You need to get some second and third opinions on that, not from people who are just, your friends and family, but from actual business coaches, okay? Find a business coach who knows your clientele and find out what you should be charging and how much you could potentially be making if you were to turn this into your source of income. Okay, so question number 2 was, do you think that this idea is not a moneymaker? Right? And are you right or wrong about that? I think that if you think your business idea does not have the potential to be a moneymaker, you could be wrong, and you need to get some informed opinions on that. Number 3, are you chasing Black excellence? Is the reason that you're not fully committed to your business idea and that you feel you must have a job? Is this because you are sacrificing your happiness and your peace of mind for Black excellence? I say it all the time. I think Black excellence is killing Black women. Black excellence is driving Black women to sacrifice their own well-being and health for the sake of these markers, these tiers that Black women feel like we need to hit in order to be valued and respected as individuals, okay? But also Black excellence is kind of feeding into the idea that only some businesses are worthwhile. Only some are respectable. Only certain things are valuable to, I don't know, society or whatever. But again, hello, house sitter school, right? It is possible to do the thing that you love and put that over Black excellence, right? I am on a mission to tear that whole idea down. I'm on a mission. I want you to live your life. I want you to live out your dream. You can do it. There's nothing special about me that says I get to live out my dream, but you don't. The difference is that I have chosen a path of doing the things that I want to do and not the things that I've been told are achievements that I should be hitting in order to be a valued and respected person. And look at me. Still valued and respected, even if it's just by me and my mom, right? So Black excellence, don't let Black excellence ruin your life, okay? Do the thing that you want to do. I want to pause here and say you don't have to turn everything you love into a business. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking today to women who already have businesses, but just aren't willing to put the full force of their effort behind it for one reason or another, okay? It's okay to love doing something and not make $1 from it. I'm fine with that, okay? Joy for the sake of joy is, it makes my heart sing. I want you to experience that as well, but that's just not what we're talking about today. So question number 3 was, are you chasing Black excellence? Question number 4 for Black women who are committed to jobs over their own businesses, are you waiting for someone else to give you permission? Are you just waiting? Do you have this business or this at least business idea? Are you coaching? Are you baking? Are you sewing? Are you dog walking? But you just are waiting for someone else to give you permission to go all in. If you're waiting for that, write out your own permission slip. Or join a community of Black women who are all feeling this and write each other a permission slip, okay? Just have a little gang of y'all and you just write each other out a permission slip. Today, I give Stephanie permission to create House Sitter School and turn it into a business. Today, give yourself permission, okay? There's nobody who's going to come down and crown you and coronate you. I don't think. Nobody has crowned me. Nobody was like, you know what? It's time for you to quit your job and do this thing. Some circumstances did align. Yes, right? As soon as I said out loud, this is what I want to do, circumstances did align for me. Who did I say it out loud to? I had accountability partners. Danielle from the Thought Card podcast and Tiffany, who is Wearing the Herd is Tiffany here on YouTube. These were my accountability partners. I told them what I wanted to do and they held me accountable. Okay, so yes, you may need accountability, do need accountability, but no, you don't need permission from anyone else. You give yourself permission, okay? So I joked about you guys writing each other a permission slip, but nothing happens until you give yourself permission. And you may still feel, even after saying, okay, I'm going to do it, you're still going to feel like, it's not going to turn things automatically from red to green. You're just going to have to be willing to take a step at a time, okay? So question number 4 was, are you waiting for someone else to give you permission? Question number 5, for women who are running a business but are committed to keeping a job or looking for a new job as opposed to focusing on and growing that business into a business that will support the life of their dreams. Question number 5 for you is, do you know the next step? This is what is happening during these calls. So I've been talking to these women, the interviews that I've been doing this week. I've talked to them and they know they have an idea. I think both of them actually knew that their idea was a moneymaker. One woman just smiled and smiled when she was talking about it. This is a moneymaker. But number 1, thought she needed somebody to give her permission to do it. And number 2, she just wasn't sure about the next step, right? if you don't know what the next step is, get a coach. This is what they do, okay? This is what a business coach will do. I coach YouTube things. If you think you have an idea that would play well on YouTube, by that I mean if you have an idea and you think the audience for your product or service is on YouTube, which they probably are because the world is on YouTube, right? If you think you could sell your product or service through YouTube, I would love to be your coach, okay? I have a challenge that's happening starting next Monday, October 18th of 2021, called the YouTube Success Challenge. It's a 5-day challenge. We're going to jumpstart your YouTube channel. Whether you have a channel already that's just not doing it, or if you don't have a YouTube channel at all, okay? This is primarily for business owners or women who have a business idea, even if you don't already have a business, right? It's for women who want a YouTube channel to support their business, but not exclusively. So I do have some members already in the challenge who are looking to just grow a YouTube platform, right? Not looking to coach or consult or freelance or create a product or a service. They just want to grow a YouTube channel. But primarily, the focus of my coaching as a YouTube coach is to help you bring in clients for your product or your service, even if you're not yet clear what your product or your service is. That's what coaching does, okay? So if you don't know the next steps, get a coach. If you want to join the YouTube Success Challenge, which I hope you do, join us. Go to vicarious.com/challenge. vicarious.com/challenge. We'll get you there, okay? Right now, so I think the last time I looked, I had 117 women registered. So as I say, I speak to Black women, and my products and services are for Black women, but I am letting people who are not Black women into this challenge. We'll see how it goes, okay? If everyone is on their best behavior, it will stay that way. So if you're watching this from the future, hello from the future. How is it? I hope things are well. You can still join the challenge. I predict that this will be happening regularly. So if you go to that website and the challenge has already happened, you may be able to sign up for the next challenge, okay? I am all in on the idea that there are 2 different ways to bring in clients to your products or services. One is to get in front of existing audiences, and 2 is to create your own audience, especially on YouTube, where YouTube, once they learn who is interested in your stuff, will just go out and bring more of those people to you. You're watching this video because YouTube knows how to do that, and I know how to tell YouTube how to do that. Right? You're watching this video because I told YouTube to go out and find you and suggest this video to you, and then you watched it. It's a pretty simple concept, right? So YouTube as a platform to build your own audience, and then getting in front of other audiences are the ways to build a business. Those are the ways to get clients in the door. So if you don't know the next steps, get a coach. If you do, so question number 5 was, do you know the next steps? If you do know the next steps and you're just hesitating on them, get a coach, okay? Get a coach. Get a coach. Coaching helps with informing you, instructing you, and with giving you accountability. Once you put $1 or $2 on the table and pay someone to coach you to do something, you're more likely to get it done. I am anyway, right? That's why people get more success from personal trainers than from just going to the gym on their own, or from buying a treadmill and putting it in their house. And then, next thing you know, the treadmill is like the world's most expensive coat rack. I've done that, with the bike. I've done that with the stationary bike, right? So if you do know the next steps, or if you don't know the next steps, I think coaching is a shortcut, right? People don't like the word shortcut, but as we've said in point number 1, you don't get any extra points for being busy, just for being busy at things. It's okay to take a shorter route. Who wouldn't take a shorter route? When you put a place in Google Maps and they're like, this route will take you 45 minutes and this route will take you an hour, 15 minutes, you take the 45-minute route. Okay? That's what coaching is, right? Coaching is a shortcut. So question number 5, do you know the next steps? Question number 6, for Black women who have a business or at least a business idea, but instead are spending their time, energy, and effort into getting a job or multiple jobs instead of growing their business. Question number 6 is, did you get a coach? Yes, we're going back to that, okay? It's that important. It's that important. During these interviews, when I've said to these women, listen, you don't need another job. You need a coach, and here's why. Have you done X, Y, or Z? They're like, oh, wait a minute. What a good idea for my business. I hadn't thought of that. Oh, how come I hadn't thought of that? Listen, don't beat yourself up for not thinking of things, okay? Instead, get a coach. They're the person who is good at thinking these things up for you. Maybe streamlining ideas for you, maybe expanding ideas for you. I think that a good choice of coaches for people is someone who has some sort of handle on your audience. That sounds bad, but for someone who gets your audience. So, for example, if you are a business who serves Fortune 500 corporations, right? If your clients are Fortune 500 corporations, I don't get it. I'm not going to be the best coach for you. I'm not going to be very much help for you at all. I'm going to be a really good accountability partner and a really enthusiastic cheerleader, but I'm not going to be able to direct you in a way that a coach who has experience with getting clients who are Fortune 500 companies can help you with, right? I help you if your ideal clients are Black women, right? If your ideal clients are something other than Black women, I don't know, right? You may need to find another coach. I think it's important to have a coach who understands your audience and or your platform. So let's say someone with the Fortune 500 clients wants to do YouTube. Maybe I could help still in some way, or not maybe. I think I could still help that person in some way, but not as good as someone who has a good handle on getting these clients or getting government contracts or right. The only time I can remember doing a one-on-one coaching call with someone and being like, no help to her was institutional design. I don't know. I couldn't help her. I'm like, let's talk about house sitting instead, right? So you want to make sure that you have a coach who understands the clients that you want to get. That's very important. So if you're at all interested in talking to Black women on YouTube, I invite you to join the YouTube Success 5-Day Challenge. Okay, join at vicarious.com/challenge. It's not a free challenge. There is a small fee to join the challenge. That's again because, like I said, once you put a little bit of money on the table, you're in, right? If a personal trainer was like, come in for a free session, you'll do the free session. It may help you, it may not help you. But when you put down your money to actually pay that trainer for X number of sessions, I've paid for the month, you're going to get your month's worth. You're going to get your money's worth. So that's why it's not a free challenge. That, and because I believe Black women should be paid for their time and for their expertise. And what kind of role model would I be if I was giving you all this time and expertise for free? Not a good role model. Okay, so I'm gonna model that for you and invite you. Join the challenge, vicarious.com/challenge. Now, if you've watched this entire video, but you're totally not interested in running your own business, you really do want a job, then get the Work From Anywhere Toolkit. We have resources on finding remote work. If your dream is to live abroad, which probably it is if you are subscribed here, if your dream is to live abroad or at least spend a significant amount of time abroad or take a sabbatical and travel around for a while, then this toolkit has the resources to help you. There are remote work search sites and remote work. We have the link to Libria Jones's Remote Ready Bundle in this toolkit. Get the Work From Anywhere Toolkit at exodushomecoming.com/toolkit. exodushomecoming.com/toolkit. If you're watching from the future and that link doesn't work, try exodussummit.com/toolkit. Okay, the link is down in the description. All right, and then I'll speak to one more group of people who might be here. You may have zero interest in making money at all. You just want a sabbatical. Well, good news, I have a coaching resource for you as well, and that is Rashida Dow, who is Sheeta's on the Loose here on YouTube. Her group coaching program is called From Burnout to Bliss. Enough said, okay? Rashida's group coaching program, From Burnout to Bliss, is enrolling students right now. So if you go to FromBurnoutToBliss.co, you can register. Rashida Dow, is a career break coach who helps Black women take that career break, take that sabbatical, or even move abroad permanently, all right? It's comprehensive. So she's got the tools, the course, all the information that you need, and she does group coaching sessions so that you all can get in, get your questions answered live and direct from her, and form a community, which is very important when you're trying to do something that is not normally done, especially in the US. Taking a career break or moving abroad is not the norm here. And so you need a community of people around you who are working towards that same goal so that you can support each other, encourage each other, and maybe like move together to places, right? Maybe have a sabbatical buddy or an expat buddy built in from joining this group coaching program. So that's from burnouttobliss.co, okay? So that's it. I've told you, stop applying for jobs, grow your business. Stop applying for jobs, grow your business, okay? We're not going to be addicted to being busy anymore. Normalize free time, please. Number 2, your idea is probably a moneymaker, okay? If I can make money by helping people become a house sitter, you can make money from your expertise. Number 3, stop chasing Black excellence. It's killing Black women, physically, mentally, emotionally. Live your dream. That's excellence. Number 4, don't wait for anyone else to give you permission. Give yourself permission. Number 5, figure out the next steps. A coach will help you do that. Number 6, get a coach, right? 5 and 6 are the exact same step. It's that important. Get a coach, okay? Find a coach who can help you make progress towards the thing that you want. Coaching is a shortcut. It's okay to take a shortcut. You don't get any bonus points for doing things the hard way. Take the shortcut, get a coach. If you want a career break, sabbatical, move abroad coach, go to FromBurnoutToBliss.co. You know Rashida Dow. She's my friend. She's been on this channel many a time. We run Exodus Homecoming, or Exodus Summit, the virtual summit together. We run this summit together. She is a Black woman who is dedicated to you living your dream travel life, okay? So if you want coaching for sabbaticals or moving abroad or digital nomad, like bopping around while you work, join From Burnout to Bliss, FromBurnoutToBliss.co. If you want a business coach and you have an audience of Black women or want an audience of Black women, come to my YouTube challenge, vicarious.com/challenge. Join the challenge, okay? We're going to talk about the one of the 2 ways to get clients, which is to create your own audience on your own platform that will then grow and bring in new people to that audience and that platform. Those people will become your clients. Okay, Rashida and I together run the Get Your Next 3 Clients Challenge, which is a separate challenge on the other part, right? So we're talking about building your own audience. We also run a challenge on helping you go out and reach other audiences that are already established. That challenge, I think we're going to be running it again first quarter of 2022, so you can sign up for that wait list. I'm giving you a lot of links. That wait list is exodushomecoming.com/next3clients. I'll put the link to that in the description. Okay, so these are your instructions. I hope that you follow these instructions. Again, if you've applied to work for me, I appreciate you, and I'm in the process of replying to every single person individually, but most likely, this is what you need to do instead, okay? Based on the few applicants that I've already gotten through and interviewed, this is what you need to do instead. Stop focusing on a job. Focus on living your dream through your own business. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Since you've made it to the end, if you're interested at all in growing your own YouTube channel, I have a video on how much YouTube paid me for 1 million views. You can watch that video right here, and I will see you next time. Please take a second to hit the like button and share. Thanks for watching. Bye.